got no abduction. He's got it now. He's got the stuff.
What's going on, world? It's your boy VO, the face, bucket list. We back in the building. Y'all thought y'all got rid of us. We wasn't that easy to get rid of. We just doing some rethinking, some rebranding, and now we're live on Restream, and we about to get it popping, man. We got the bucket list. When it's you against the sports book, the bucket list has your back. I'm a little rusty right now, man. Maybe y'all could help me knock this rust off real quick. I'm here with my co-host, man. We here with Jay Reese, the gambler.
Yo, let's go!
Well, let's go then, Jay Reeves. We also here with Silly C with the numbers.
Haha, yes, boy. Get him.
It's your boy.
Yeah, we ain't even using Silly for the numbers this time, man. We actually gonna use him for the comments, man. And this is what's buzzing with Mr. Honey. And I figure we jump it off with the story that everybody's talking about right now. One of the biggest stories in sports, possibly in basketball, you know what I'm saying? We've been away for a while. We haven't made our final picks. We haven't been able to talk about who's in the finals. Currently, the Bucks are down 2-0, but even topping that.
We made our final picks already. I'm going to interrupt you. We already made our final picks. I can refresh if you guys don't remember.
Well, can't go ahead, refresh my memory.
Okay. Well, Cody said that Phoenix and Atlanta Hawks were going to the finals, and he predicted that Phoenix would win. You said Milwaukee and Phoenix, and then you predicted that Milwaukee would win, and I said Milwaukee and Phoenix as well, and I said Phoenix would win, just to catch you up.
Oh, so the only reason you wanted to bring that up is because you 100 percentile right now. All right, man. Sons and foes. Sons and foes, baby.
Ain't that bad.
I get it, man. You capitalizing on your moment, just like Sons and Foe, dude. I seen an ad come up for him across my Facebook. He doing cameos now, man. For those cameo things where you get a celebrity give you like a birthday shout out or something. Mm-hmm. So you can get him to give you a shout out right now for $75 on Cameo. I was like, damn, talk about seizing the moment, man.
That boy has a whole action figure that they're auctioning off, and the last I checked, they were auctioned off for like $3,000.
And you were the one that bet 3,001. Did you bid it up? Nah, you're like, I'm staying away from that memorabilia. Yeah, man, that was a hot story, man. But what feels like ages ago in this online internet news cycle, right now, what's popping, man, is what everybody's talking about is the Rachel Nichols and Maria Taylor story, man. Rachel Nichols was caught, I believe, after a Zoom call, kind of left her Zoom mic on without her video, and was recorded some stuff with her being kind of harsh about her criticism of Maria Taylor getting her job with the finals last year. First, I kind of, before we dive into comments, like, can we give some flowers to Maria Taylor? Like, how do you guys think she's doing with Jalen and Jay Williams up there? Like, you watch a lot of basketball, Jay Reese. How do you think Maria Taylor's doing?
Man, it's a little weird. I kind of think that she's doing a decent job. Not kind of, but I do think that she's doing a decent job. But I was on the score chat last night, and they were coming for her head, talking about how terrible her commentary was, her takes, and the whole 9 minute. I don't know, it was a little disheartening. I don't think she's that bad at all, man. So that's just how I feel.
Yeah, I think she's solid, man, as an analyst and a commentator or a moderator, similar to the role I play, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she does good. Kicks it back and forth, but it is a little bit like ESPN.
Oh, don't get it twisted. She ain't no VO the face.
Oh, she ain't no VO. Yeah. Well, when we talking about men and women, boy, we ain't gonna compare. We ain't gonna close that gap. There's a wage gap for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. But yeah, Maria Taylor doing her thing, man. She's always been successful. She grinded her way up. I used to see her on the sidelines of college football. There's that picture that went viral and that meme of that college player kind of checking out Maria Taylor. I think it was some Texas A&M player was checking her out. But I mean, freaking Maria's put her dirt in, man, and she's got it. And she got there more because her skin, less because her skin color and her looks than she did her actual talent. She's been on the grind. Cody, what do you think about Maria Taylor's job she's been doing as a basketball moderator?
I think she's good. She's entertaining. Little dull, not like ESPN's best host. Not that anything skin related. I don't know. When it comes to it, I do like Nichols. I think she's pretty good. She's very entertaining. She's very knowledgeable, and she brings her A game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll dive into the comments and then I'll dive a little deeper into it.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and see some of the comments that were so incendiary that had everybody mad this week. We'll go ahead and see what Rachel had to say regarding the promotion of her colleague, Maria Taylor.
I wish her all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on university, which, by the way, I myself, know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me and take my thing away.
Nichols apologized for those comments.
Yeah, so I mean, you can kind of look at those comments right there as far as what she said and kind of get the gist of it. She pretty much called Maria Taylor a diversity hire. That's kind of what people are taking from it. But to me, those comments are kind of getting so incendiary because of the race aspect and whatnot. There's no knock to what Maria's done or what Rachel has done. Jay Reeves, what do you think about those comments?
Well, it's kind of funny because Rachel Nichols said it herself. She grinded her way to the top, but still doesn't think she deserves it. But Maria Taylor has actually put in the work over the years, and she deserves to be there. Rachel Nichols, we've seen you on TV for a long time. If it's time to move on, it's just time to move on.
Yeah. I mean, she's been rewarded for her grind by not only being the main host of the NBA The Jump, a show that we probably all frequent considering we all do basketball numbers, but she got given her own show. You normally don't see people with their own show tripping off of side hustles, but that is a side hustle that she built up for. Cody, do you see a problem with Maria Taylor getting the nod last year? And do you think it was due to some of the Black Lives Matter and social circumstances surrounding the event?
No, I think if anything, that might have played into a very small piece of it, but it wasn't the main reason. I mean, she's got some accolades. She's got some stuff on her record. I mean, college basketball. She's done football. She's done tons of different sports. So she's definitely talented. The thing I think is I think there was just a little bit more shade being thrown on from Rachel's side, because she was just upset at the situation. But at that, her comments in my mind were inappropriate, shouldn't have been said like that. And I think Maria Taylor does deserve it. And maybe it is time for Rachel to be done, just like Reese said.
Yeah, I mean, it might be her time. The way I frame those comments, and I think the way that people are personalizing it, is if they were Maria Taylor and somebody said that they only got a job for a certain reason. But me, I kind of look at it from a non-biased point of view. I think that her criticism was very much applied towards the ESPN and their crappy history on diversity. She was taking a shot at them. She's experienced the hardships from being a woman in the field and whatnot. She's saying she can sympathize with some views. Obviously, white people can't understand what it's like to truly be black unless you're black, but she understands kind of like the sandwich inference I made earlier, what I'm saying, about making sandwiches and shit, or the wage gap, what I'm saying? She's dealt with discrimination, but in a different way as far as being female in a male-driven field. But I think her comments were more towards, less about Maria and more towards ESPN. Jay Reeves, can you say with a clear conscience that ESPN did not give Maria Taylor that job because of the color of her skin? Could you say with 100% confidence that she only got the job because of the work she did?
Most definitely. I could say that with 100% confidence. I mean, that's just something that we just keep hammering on, is her grind and her constant grind for a while now. So she definitely deserves that spot, man.
Yeah, I mean, with grind being said, Rachel might have been beneficiary of her fair skin, you know what I'm saying? She might have been a beneficiary of that, but I've seen the grind because we all watch NFL Live every Sunday. I've seen her from these fields with hurricane winds whipping up her hair and umbrellas. Like, she went from doing football. She stands in when Michelle Tafoya can't do Monday Night Football or when there's a doubleheader. She's been on the sideline. She has a good rapport with players. Like, she's done the grind too, so the grind's not different. It just kind of seems like she just wants every opportunity because of her grind. And that's where I defer from her. I do believe that there were some race aspects played in that. I believe every corporation made some racial implication in their hiring policies or the people in their boardrooms after the social justice movement. So I couldn't say it had zero to do with it, but I don't also want to say that Maria Taylor didn't earn it. So it's a slippery slope, man. And like, when you jump on that, you kind of got to think about all the stuff that's been coming at Rachel Nichols since. So speaking about coming at Rachel Nichols,
whoa,
Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Butler is your father. Man, Jimmy Butler has now been rumored to have been bouncing those little fiery redhead cheeks all over his bedroom.
Little?
I guess there was...
Little?
Well, there's some nice little redhead cheeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I heard there was a noise complaint in Jimmy Butler's hotel room. The security went to see what was going on. He answered the door shirtless and all sweaty and said that he was dribbling a basketball in the room. Cody, you buy that? Was Jimmy Butler, was he dribbling a basketball or was he dribbling some cheeks?
He was doing some dribbling. I don't know if the basketball had anything to do with it, though. I mean, honestly, somebody shouldn't be in your room anyway. I'm pretty sure there was some violations of some rules there because reporters, I'm pretty sure, can't be in rooms regardless of any situation. And they obviously didn't catch it at first, but it's come out now. So there was obviously some shit going on.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of was left uncovered. Recently resurfaced with this late Rachel Nichols controversy, and then some audio came out from the bubble game last year between the Timberwolves and the Heat, and Jimmy Butler was calling Karl Anthony Towns soft, and they was all in each other's face, and your boy did some dry snitching, and he was like, call Rachel Nichols. So maybe Karl Anthony Towns, the big cat, was knowing what kind of big cat was getting smashed around there, and they're saying that Rachel might have been some of those smasharies. Jay Reeves, do you think it was dry snitching, how Karl Anthony Towns kind of said, call Rachel Nichols?
Well, I'm sorry, man. We're going to have to go back a little bit. I do want to start off with Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols. I just want to say they're both my cup of tea. And with that being said, hopefully my wife is not watching this, but Rachel Nichols does got those basketball cheeks. So have you guys ever dribbled a basketball vigorously for like a half an hour? And have you ever clapped some cheeks vigorously for like a half an hour? I'm pretty sure it's the same drenching sweat. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But here's my whole thing about the whole story. We didn't hear anything about this. It's just now coming out. These are all accusations. Man, when you go to a hotel, even though it was around the COVID time, maybe there's supposed to be nobody in your room, I don't really think people are reporting the acts of you having sex. Now, we don't know if Jimmy Butler is a wild animal and he was pretty much destroying the headboard up against the wall. But this kind of sounds like to me that he really was working out. Because, I mean, like, he was making a lot of noise to disturb other people. Not to say that you can't do the same thing with sex, but I just believe that bull was working out.
Yeah, I mean,
man, detective over there, look at him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, later, do a science experiment, dribble a ball for a half hour, and then also slay your queen for a half hour. Oh, he's like, I already did both today. He's like, I already did both today.
I don't think none of us can do that.
He's like, yeah, give me a good 7 minutes, and that includes the cigarette.
On both situations.
That includes the cigarette afterwards. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's really sad this was going on, and it's what was really unfortunate for me to see is the way that people had started to drag Rachel Nichols' husband, because I don't know if you guys ever seen, dude. I don't know if you ever seen the dude, man, but he is
I have.
wild looking. Like he looks like he might have been in an NSYNC cover band. I could show you some pictures of him. This is my guy right here, man. This is
Is it
Max
what's
Nichols.
Max? They've been married since like 2001, so that's a little strange too. Like, if this is true, her relationship. Oh my god, her relationship may be in trouble. That dude looks weird as hell.
He does look weird as hell, man, and like freaking. I know looks don't go into every freaking affair or whatever, but man, you know it's tough to see why she wouldn't want to catch some basketball dick if she was laying up against Max every night. It is sad that he was trending alongside her on Twitter the other day, just because how bad people were dragging him. Cody, do you think it's wrong if there's some allegations against a spouse that you drag in somebody's spouse to talk bad about them? Like, you think that's off? Like, I mean, the dude didn't do nothing. He wasn't in the bubble. He was letting his wife work. She was getting her bubble popped potentially. Right. Oh yeah, she was getting her bubble popped. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was in the bubble and getting her bubble popped. So it was like, what do you think about bringing spouses into these conversations?
Now, from a social media standpoint, I think it's kind of a wrong thing to do. I think social media, you shouldn't bring people's spouses in there, in the spotlight for their wrongs. But from the other aspect, though, too, from being a celebrity, when you're married to a celebrity, you should already know that if anything happens, any allegations or anything, you're part of that. You're now attached to it.
Territory.
So it comes with the territory. So I feel bad for her. I don't think people should take that route. But yeah, it comes with the territory.
Yeah,
Matt, can I go back to that question that you asked me? I definitely think that Karl Anthony Towns was dry snitching, and I agree with Jimmy Butler. I do think he's soft as hell, but he is a good basketball player. But he's soft.
So he was violating man code. Major
violation.
In the same code is thou shall not speak on somebody's main chick. Somebody, thou does not talk about somebody's spouse. That's in bro code. So I do believe a lot of the trolling, the dragging he was getting was either from single men or from women. And it was probably all women talking about like, yeah, if I was with him, I'd probably be talking to Jimmy Butler too, and probably some of them were in relationships, you know what I'm saying? But I think in the bylaws of the bro code, you just do not, that's something you do not do. So I mean, as far as what we know, like you never talk about somebody's spouse, wife, what they got going on in their own house, you know what I'm saying? And I do feel like it was wrong for anybody to point any fingers at that dude because you don't know what he got going on. But that's just my code. We never operated to bring each other's wives or anything into it. We always, if I'm clowning y'all, I'm clowning y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just do think it was kind of sad to see dude get drugged like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, oh man, I think he got bigger fish and fries than trending on Twitter. I think he's got some really serious closed door conversations to have with Rachel, and hopefully he's okay with just being the main side dude. Man, do you guys got anything else you want to get out about this, Cody?
No, there's really not much else to say. Again, it's crazy that it came out. It sucks that now you can't really leave. You can't do anything. Everything's leaked. Everything's taped. Which hey, again, it comes with territory. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and Jay Reeves, go ahead and give us the moral of the story. All this started with some comments that were against another lady, and then just all this came up, and it just snowballed. And cancel culture. The internet. We love to just tear each other up. Jay Reeves, what's the moral of this story, man?
The moral of the story is, man, take care of your home, man, because like you just said earlier, this man has bigger fish to fry, especially after Jimmy Butler got done with his fish.
Yeah, it is popping like fish grease, and I think your take care of your home point could carry over to make sure you shut off your Zoom calls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shut off your Zoom calls, because I do believe that what you say in private should remain in like private. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but you should also watch what you say.
Shut off your Zoom calls. Shut off mute your mic. Because we say some wild shit that could easily get us canceled or be misconstrued or whatever. in private, but kind of a note to Donald Sterling. She covered that story a lot. She should know that she needs to make sure that she got all her shit covered. So Jay Reeves' moral of the story is take care of your home. That means shut off your Zoom calls, make sure you are muted. And the third thing is take care of your peoples if you're working abroad, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not at home and you're working and whatnot, you gotta make sure you represent not just yourself, not just your company, ESPN, but like your whole family. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. There's something you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But that's just us going against these pop culture topics. And when it's you against the sports book, the bucket list got you back.
Buckets.